Another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And today it is the Barnes, Tony, Michael from the Couch Show.
Wow.
How's everybody doing today?
Michael. Good. I'm doing great. How you doing?
Dude, I'm good. I thought you were talking to me. My
bad. You're talking to me, bro.
I wasn't looking.
No, I know.
My apologies. How are you doing, Tony?
I'm doing very well. Thank you, guys. Beautiful Friday. Let's go. Rain. Gonna go away. Gonna have a great time.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you guys both holding it down for me yesterday. Michael videoing in.
Oh, yeah,
Tony going live golf coverage. I have to say, very impressed with that.
Oh, thanks, dude. I'm riled for the golf. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And of course, as always, shout out to the company. Let's go. I know everybody was listening to the Aaron Rodgers interview this morning. I have to say that might have been the best Aaron Rodgers interview I've ever heard. You know, because you just
very good there,
and I feel like it's because they really prepared for it, know what not to say to piss him off. Like I thought it was very good. I want to say
it almost got with the drinking though.
Yeah. But do you think he actually doesn't drink?
No, definitely not.
But he used to. I guess he was saying. Yeah, he's a Scotch guy. Apparently,
he's spiritual now.
He is. But
Super Bowl guaranteed, dude.
But did you guys pick up on the way that I think it was Dave, and I could be mistaken, but he was asking him about mentoring Zach Wilson, and he remembered there was some other I think when they asked him when he was in Green Bay about mentoring Jordan Love, he flipped out. So he like kind of said like, oh, I know that's not your job to come here and that's not your first priority. But then like he was like, he gave Zach all love. He was yeah, we met him at the game last year. He's a great kid. I'm actually really looking forward to coaching him up and leading by example and stuff.
Dude,
I thought
it's over.
That was great.
It's over.
That was great.
Jets next 10 years dominant.
Tony, were you listening on the 98.7 ESPN app?
Yes, I was actually on the app. I got the rerun of the interview at 9:00 and then following to the solid interview at 9:30. So it's pretty solid lineup they actually had. Solid, dude. And I thought the interview was great. It was so sick to have these two interviews back to back on, for Rick and Dave. So it was pretty sick to hear that. And Rodgers does sound like a pretty grounded individual. You know, he doesn't really seem like his head is up in the clouds at the moment, which is good. You know, he's kind of very like, I think people started to question whether or not, he was really had his entire head in the game, and it seems like he does.
He does.
So yeah, dude.
And I thought it was hilarious. They kept going after Gutekunst. The Packers GM.
I know. Oh my God, Rick literally was like, "Well, your old GM was an idiot," like right off the rip, dude. It was mad funny.
And then, do you think that I don't know if it was just a playoff, but do you think Rodgers actually remembers that night with Rick, or he was just playing it off?
I don't know. I don't think he does.
Yeah,
it didn't really seem like he does.
Yeah, it's coming back to me.
Yeah, right. Oh, I think it's starting to come back to me again. Like maybe because Rick's like the fact that he doesn't really drink anymore. Maybe he's like doesn't really
remember those.
Think about those days as much as when he was like getting hammered and shit. So
yeah. And I get it. They were trying to be courteous, replaying the Rodgers interview at 9. But I feel like as the company knows, you got to be listening from 6 to 10.
Yeah.
If you miss the interview,
I know.
I mean, I don't know what you think about that.
I mean, I guess so, but I mean, I feel like it would be a little stupid on their part not to.
Just because it's like everybody wants to hear that.
Yeah, and it's like maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe they tried to get him for 9 and he couldn't do 9, so they settled for an earlier time. But then obviously they're like, hey, like 9:00 is when we probably have the most listeners. People on their way to work, approaching work, or just on the road, whatever. So they're like, hey, let's replay it, and it worked out, and it was nice.
How'd you guys think Salah came off?
Michael.
I like him. He's political.
Yeah,
very political. But I like how he's he's just a leader, dude. You know what I mean? He's it's gonna be dope.
Well, he's a leader that was throwing a lifeline because I think everybody knows
This was it.
Yeah, if Zach Wilson was starting this year, I mean, Salah's not making it to week 7.
No,
you know, but now he could be a Super Bowl winning coach. It's crazy how that changes.
He's gonna be, he says.
And the guys were saying, you know, it seemed like, you know, Rodgers, you know, was giving it, kind of making it known that he's planning on playing 2. Did you guys kind of get that feeling? Or
playing 2 years? You mean?
I always knew that it's going to be a 2-year thing. He wants 2 Super Bowls back to back.
Elway.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Give it, and then Elway. It's like, you know, but I would say Montana to Young kind of a vibe though. Also from him to our boy Zach Attack. At least my boy. And
Zach Wilson?
when he carries the torch. When he does carry the torch, we'll come back to this episode like we did the last.
Right.
And we'll be like, hey, you heard it here first.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Tony, I have to say for this topic with Jets, with Rodgers, it's tough for me to get a read on you. Like,
He's Giants.
But do you want to see it happen? I'm confused. I can't tell if it's like that's your opinion or deep down like you don't want this to work. You don't want Rodgers to win the Super Bowl. I can't tell.
I mean, I don't know. Honestly,
Bothering him.
No, it's not really bothering me at all.
No,
I just think that in terms of I was I don't know, taking it one day at a time, one game at a time, 1 week at a time.
No, but what was that? What were you gonna say?
Yeah,
you were gonna say something and then you switched what you were saying.
I was just trying to gather myself.
I thought he was going to say I was a Giants fan, and that's what you were going to say.
That's not what I was going to say. I wasn't going to mention that at all, actually.
Okay.
No, I think I was going to mention just to what you guys are talking about in terms of the longevity of his career as a Jet. I mean, he did say that the Jets gave up a lot for him. He wants to give as much as his body can give, but he was like, oh, like if this year is like a magical year, i.e., like he wins the Super Bowl. He was like, oh, then we'll kind of just see what happens. Because obviously maybe he's looking to kind of win one and go out on top and retire.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, all of us Jets fans, we want Rodgers for 2. But if he's going to go just one and done and win the Super Bowl, I mean, no one's going to be complaining about that.
No, if you do, you're
of course
a loser.
not.
Don't be a fan.
Wow.
of football.
No, seriously.
That's so greedy.
Did you guys hear the Mecole Hardman interview?
Negative.
No. Okay. I guess he kind of like was throwing a couple scuds as Josh, who checked in, by the way. If we could get his comments up there, Tony.
Oh, yes, of course. Let's go. Let's rep the company.
Let's go.
And he
Rep
says,
the company.
Today's show was epic.
100%. And I know Josh heard
it was
this.
really good.
Josh knows.
As well as Lonnie, who's out there somewhere.
Josh knows it's a Jets Super Bowl.
I'm excited about Hardman, though. That guy's fast. You know, he was kind of Tyreek Hill's understudy. But what I was saying is he seemed like he was somewhat throwing scuds at the Chiefs. And I think it had to do with how they handled his injury last year. I guess they didn't really make it known. And he said for 8 months, he's had some like issue with his pelvis. And it's like Rick had something similar when he played in the NHL. And he seemed like there was some type of issue with that. And then he was, I don't know. I don't know if it was a dig at Mahomes or not, but he was just saying something. They were saying like, oh, how privileged are you? You know, you go from Patrick Mahomes to Aaron Rodgers. And he was just, I don't know. He said something like about Rodgers, you know, having like more experience and like Mahomes is in his 7th year, but Rodgers has more. I don't know. It was just kind of weird the way he said it. It didn't seem like a ringing endorsement. And I don't know if it's just how his time ended in KC. Maybe he didn't feel Mahomes got him the ball enough because he never had any type of production. Are you guys familiar with Mecole Hardman at all or
not necessarily?
I didn't really.
Oh, Mecole?
He went to Georgia. Burner. I mean, really almost as fast as Tyreek Hill. Who he is, I guess.
Marijuana?
I guess he still is boys with because he said by far, and no disrespect to the Justin Jeffersons, and you know everybody else out there in the league, but that by far Tyreek Hill is the best wide receiver in the league. He's the only wide receiver that you have to change your entire defense for. You can't cover him man to man, and he agrees with Tyreek Hill, who said that he wants to get 2,000 yards receiving this year.
Wow. So this guy knows what he's talking about. Do you think he's right? 2,000 years? 2,000 yards?
2,000 years.
2,000 years.
Wait, do I think he's going to get 2,000 yards?
Yes, that's what I'm asking you. What do you got going on? There's notification?
Yeah, he's got a notification.
Yankees traded Rizzo?
Yes.
No way.
No, but there was actually a bunch of burners trying to make trades yesterday. Which
Dude,
was kinda
I
weak.
hate that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
but,
get a real fucking life.
yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Barnes like, yeah, and then it's like cuts to
Yeah.
him and it's him doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I'm one of those. I
No,
spreading
no.
rumors.
But
No.
the whole point being,
What do you got?
I'm excited for the season. But Tony, you kind of, I'm not gonna lie, kind of skated around your answer. No, I'm saying to the Rodgers thing.
Well, because you guys keep interrupting me. You don't even let me talk. He said, what
But
do
you
you
just
say? What do you
answered
say? What do you say?
simply.
What do you say?
He's political.
Do you want it to happen or not? Because I feel like if I had
I don't
to
know.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
you don't know if you want it to happen.
Because I'm
You're
kind of
sure.
indifferent towards it. I'm not really like, I don't have a lot of stake in the game. I normally like last season, I watched the season. I saw how storylines played out. The Jet storyline did not play out well. So it's just like.
Okay, so you're deciding
So
your
then-
fandom and that.
I'm not a fan. I don't have any fandom towards
So
one.
you don't have
particular
there's
team
not
right
one
now.
player, one team that you want to see win a title.
No, not necessarily. No.
But see what you go necessarily. Like I think you're just like leaving it open. Like it's like
Because that's what it is. It's open right now.
No,
I
it
don't
can't
have
be.
an answer. I don't have.
It
I'm not.
can't
I'm
be.
not. No, I don't know. I am.
So your answer is no.
I am
Your
Switzerland.
answer is no.
Sure.
So
Fine.
answer this question
Fine.
then. Did you say
No.
Did you say David Jeter yesterday? That's what Josh said.
So I said David Jeter yesterday. I honestly don't recall. I feel like Michael. I remember talking about Derek Jeter.
David?
Did I say David Jeter yesterday, Michael?
I mean, I don't
Michael.
think Josh is throwing that out there if you didn't say it.
I don't know. I think he's. I don't know. I think maybe Josh is a little worried about our bowling match. So he's trying to like get
we got a
under the
scud match
skin,
going
dude. Maybe I don't know. He's a little nervous. I don't know.
Wow, Tony
Um,
talking junk.
So yeah, that's gonna be great though. The golf, the bowling, and speaking of golf, I wanted to share this. So I think I told you guys about this. It was Saturday. This past Saturday, I played in New York, Summers National Golf Club, and it was just a bust, basically. It's like an $80 something round. The course has dry patches all over the place. The starter's a prick right when you get there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, guys. Cart path only today. We got to keep up the pace of play. The course is really tight and narrow. All right, let's go, fellas. Like just like that. Like nothing
kidding me?
positive. Yeah, it was like the guy at the par 3. So start that out, and like I said, there was dry patches all over the place. I get a hot dog at the turn. No lie, it is gray. And I still tossed it up. I was starving, ate it.
What?
But I left a review.
What?
I left a review, and I just want to read this because I feel like you guys are going to kick out of this. So my review was, I'm not sure what was in better shape, the course or the gray-colored hot dog I was served at the turn. And the owner responds and goes, Brian, our team wants to extend our sincerest apologies concerning the issues that you have faced. We pride ourselves on maintaining the highest quality standards for our guests. We hope you will give us an opportunity to discuss your concerns further with you. You can reach out to us. And then they gave their phone number. And Michael, does this not remind you of when I called out the airport? I give them the flight number. Hello?
Oh my
Right?
God! Yeah.
Or no?
No, I think this is better.
Yeah.
You got the owner. You don't have the owner of the freaking airline calling you.
What do you guys think? Because a lot of my boys
I think you should say, listen, I'm a host of a very prominent sports show in the area. I could put you guys under. Okay. I want a free 6 months of golf. I want a free season. The rest of this golf season for free with me and my buddies who I choose to come with. And that's that.
I honestly thought you were just gonna start with saying like just the 4 of us going out golfing, like just one time, free.
Or that. I you can do that too. I think you'd like that.
But honestly, tell me the truth, because like I was gonna say, my boys like make fun of me because I do go a lot of reviews, especially if I'm tight.
I like,
Sometimes when
I
I'm
like the
riled.
reviews.
But do you think it's cheap, honestly, Tony?
Well, I know you said sometimes when you're riled, but how often do you leave a review when it is good?
I would say honestly,
When it's good.
40% of the time.
So 60-40, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Really good restaurants,
Right.
100%, and then really good golf course, 100%.
Okay.
And then, but opposite ends,
Right. You're toasted.
right to it, almost sometimes in the restaurant.
Yeah. Wow, dude. That's ballsy. I will say, obviously, I don't think it's a chief move. I grew up with my mother, you know,
Reviews?
yes, reviews everything. And like, she's also a small business owner, so she knows, she's like, oh, I'm in Boston.
What's your Google rating?
She's like, oh, it's perfect.
5
Like literally, like anytime
Wow.
anyone would like comment something bad, like oh, like this hairdresser messed up my hair, it's like, oh, come in right now, we'll fix it free, whatever.
Done.
Out, yeah.
You know,
So I like it, dude. And again, like that, the owner of the golf course obviously sees it, and does want to fix the problem. Like you know what he probably did? He probably looked at the fucking hot dogs right after he saw it. Like, oh shit, dude! Like what?
I honestly was a little nervous. Couple holes after that, like I was thinking, I don't know, like I might have to hurl. Luckily, I was okay.
God. Do we have a picture of the hot dog?
No, I should have taken it. But it's like, how could you seriously put this on a plate? Though I just want to know, and we've talked about this so many times. The airports, the golf courses with the food. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I know it's unacceptable, dude. Laziness.
Yeah, definitely get us like some golf and stuff and food.
Yeah. No, actually, because I'm gonna be driving a lot the next 2 days, so definitely we'll call them when I'm in the car. This weekend is huge. Obviously, it's capped off by the sports port.
Oh yeah,
yeah, the Horseshoe Sunday. But we got golf this afternoon. Mohegan tonight, golf tomorrow, encore, Red Sox Mets. I mean, and then Horseshoe Sunday. Tell me that's not insane.
What a lineup.
I know, that's a fucking weekend, Brian.
I mean, Barnes' weekend takeover.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, I wish the Yankees were in town, but maybe I don't. Maybe I would have had a bunch of
break. Yeah,
honestly, because if they got smoked and then the people with the Boston accents talking smack, I don't think I would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, probably not.
So, but yeah, looking forward to that, for sure. And I'll have to let you guys know where I get with the golf course. I don't know, 6 months might be a little strong. I mean, Tony, what do you think? Do I lead with what I'm looking for? Do I let them offer? What do you think with the golf course and like the gray hot dog and all that?
Lead what you're looking for.
But I think just say that like a free foursome, because at 6 months, I mean,
I know. All right, do a free foursome.
Don't threaten.
And food and
hot dogs.
We're allowed to film.
Allowed to film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Oh yeah, especially if you come at them like, oh hey, like I'm a media company, we vlog shit. Like, can you just let us come here and film for free, whatever, have a time?
We'll put you in a positive light.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll delete the review if I can. But I need to see you make a hot dog. I don't know if I'll eat it. But I want to see
not even. No, I want to see the food. You gotta have a restaurant, of course, no?
Yeah.
I want that. I want to try everything on their menu.
See your kitchen.
Yeah,
I want to go in the walk-in fridge.
I'm gonna call the health inspector. So whatever. You want media inspector? Or you want the health inspector?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah, what's up?
But yeah, that's good stuff. So a lot to get to.
Well, I was just saying, Josh
Jeter,
from the company,
Gretzky,
by the way,
does this ring a bell, Tony?
Again, I remember talking about it by saying that I think Gretzky. Well, Michael was comparing Jeter to Gretzky in the sense of what they've done for their sports, and I was saying that Gretzky was way more, had way more of an impact on hockey than Jeter did on baseball. Remember they're talking about that, but I don't remember saying David. But he does say he can share it on Twitter.
That'd be awesome.
So I mean, I'm not, if I did make a mistake, that's totally fine. I don't want to be a Peter Rosenbaum, or whatever that guy's name is, but it is what it is, dude. Sometimes you make mistakes. Tough show yesterday,
Yeah, I mean, it happens, and especially, I mean, obviously Michael joined you for a little bit,
right?
But it's tough, going the whole time. Your lungs don't get a break.
Yeah, and some may say that Michael really brings out the worst in people.
Yeah, no, exactly,
Tony. I still think you owe us and the company a straight answer on
for
Rodgers.
The Jets.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it's like a yes or no. No one's gonna be tight at you if you say, you know what, honestly, I don't want him to win. That's fine. I just want to know. Yes, is it not fine?
It's fine.
I'd rather have, instead of doing a dance, you're literally doing.
I'm not doing. I don't have an answer.
Is it not an Aaron Boone, Brian Cashman dance?
Oh my God!
Yes, it is. Yes,
I can tell you right now, I want Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman to both lose miserably.
Okay,
so that's what I want. How about that, dude?
Is he nervous about the company getting tight?
No, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about the company right now. Okay, it's about me, bro. It's about me right now, dude. No. Because now you're throwing it.
Lonnie, where are the scuds, Lonnie?
Oh my God, dude.
Josh actually messaged Mike.
Facebook Messenger Mike with it.
The David Jeter.
So Michael, if you want, you
I'll check it out.
Check it out.
You can forward it to me, or you can just put it up to your microphone so we can hear it.
Lonnie, what type of
wow,
emoji is that?
I think that with a whoa face.
Whoa!
Yeah, exactly like that, actually, Brian. Yeah.
Wow, he got it really nice.
We have it.
Make the argument Wayne Gretzky has done more for his sport than David Jeter.
That was a good one.
That's so funny, dude. Wow, bro.
Oh my God, David.
Dude,
Jeter,
the Yankees suck, dude. Every Yankee loser, dude. David Jeter, bro.
David Jeter.
Oh, wow. Lonnie says you don't give a fuck about the company.
Wow, Tony. Honestly,
Obviously,
I don't know why you phrased it like that. There was no reason to phrase it like that.
No. Stop it. Put the brakes there. Taking it out of context. All right. That's how things get screwed up in this world. All right. I was saying I don't care about the company in regards to their opinion of me based on my fandom of the Jets. That's what that was about, dude.
Wait, say that one more time.
Oh my God, Brian!
I heard about
on your phone, Brian.
Well, you know, I'm doing it. I mean, the least you could do is just repeat it, Tony.
What he said, the least you can do
I want to hear it one more time.
I was saying because you were like, "Oh, are you worried about the company? How they think of you based on what I think about the Jets?" No, is what I was saying.
But I don't know why you had to say it that way, though. Like, you know, there was just no reason to.
It was
no, because you're coming at.
It was a little.
No, you're coming out aggressive, okay, dude.
But I
you're coming out aggressive.
You're
like really impressing me.
Coming in hot. But oh my God. No, but Tony, I don't know. I feel like you wanted to make a spectacle of it instead of just giving us a straight answer.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure I went past it, Brian. It was you who kept coming back to it. The third time you mentioned it.
I don't. Classic Tony. It's classic when you ask Tony something, he goes, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, like, what do you want me to say? Like, oh yeah, dude, I want them to win. Yeah, dude, that you want?
A couple comments before we get to a leaderboard update, Tony.
Let's see. Lonnie says, I know you didn't mean it, Tony, but damn, man, I felt that, dude. And then Kev coming in pretty hot. Kev do in the house.
What
baby.
What up?
What?
All right, so
what do you want, dude?
Down to business here.
I don't care. I don't care about Rodgers. I don't care.
So you don't want him to win. I don't know why it's so hard for him to say.
I don't care.
It's weird.
I don't care.
Like, I think you want to make the whole show this conversation. You want to just keep going around.
You kept going back to it. I was past it, bro.
I'm not gonna say I don't want to win, but I don't care.
All right, fine. We'll see if you mention it again.
And let's just say they better come. What is it? I don't understand. What's the deal with that?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I mean, Tony, I think you made the bite. I mean, of Michael saying that. What is that? Screen time, I'm guessing.
And
this
I
could
said,
get ugly quick.
Oh, wow. I hit two at the same time. I'm pretty sure, actually, ironically enough, Brian, and maybe you're doing this on purpose, because that soundbite is from when Michael was talking about Aaron Rodgers coming to the Jets. And he was saying that I went to the dark room, the whole reel that actually Michael said.
So funny.
And then he goes, at the end of it all, he goes, I was in the room with Aaron Rodgers.
And I said, you better come.
Oh, yup. I thought you said they, and I was trying to figure out who's they. But that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, now he wants to keep talking
full
about
circle.
it, right? No,
full
yeah.
circle.
Yeah.
All right, so 151st Open Championship here. How about this? Brian Harmon leading by 5, which is kind of crazy. After rounds of 67 and 65 this morning, Tony's guy, Tommy Fleetwood, even on the day, 5 shots back, solo second at 5 under par. And how about quite possibly the coolest name I've ever seen, tied for third with 3 other golfers, Shubhankar Sharma. I don't think we've ever heard something like that.
Really? You think that's cool?
You don't think that's that's a unique name that we've never seen before?
No, I would say very unique, yes.
Looks like he's from Ireland. So he's 1 under through 15, 4 under for the tournament. You have 09 champ Stuart Sink, 4 under, including 1 under through 8 today. Jordan Spieth is also 4 under, 2 under through 5 today, the 2017 champ. You have Antoine Rosner shooting a 67 yesterday. He tees off at 11:05. He's tied for third. You have 3 golfers tied at 3 under for 7th. Min Woo Lee, 71-68 the first 2 rounds. Matthew Jordan, the local product, 3 under par, 1 under today. We have U.S. Open champion Wyndham Clark back near the top of the leaderboard. He's 3 under, even through the first hole. And then you have 4 golfers tied at 2 under. Adrian Otagi, Emiliano Grillo, Jason Day, and Si-Woo Kim.
A
Also,
lot of names in there.
A lot of names. You also have tied for 14th, Rory McIlroy and Max Homa. Both finished their rounds this morning. Rory going 71-70, Max Homa 68-73. So looking to improve upon that poor championship pedigree that he has in these majors. Brooks Koepka, even through 3 today, he's 1 under. Schauffele's 1 under. Matsuyama's 1 under. So a lot of guys are in this early. But I have to say, I'm very, very impressed what Brian Harman's doing. He's a guy, I think he's barely won on the PGA Tour, if at all. Definitely has never won a major before. We saw him contend at the Travelers and I think the Rocket Mortgage, but obviously easier courses for someone who doesn't, hit it 350 off the tee.
Yeah, kind of ridiculous.
To have a 5-shot lead. And I know Tommy Fleetwood, hasn't played much of his second round yet. But I think that's pretty impressive. And his last win coming in 2017, the Wells Fargo Championship, 2 PGA Tour wins, also the John Deere in 2014.
Cool.
So I mean, it's one of those things, Tony, and I don't mean to be a pessimist here. And even coming off 12th at the Genesis Scottish last week, 9th at the Rocket Mortgage, tied 2nd at the Travelers. I don't see him finishing in the top 10, honestly. I think it's going to be a tough weekend because
Brian Harman,
he's not used to being in this position. What do you think?
Yeah. I can't really argue with that if you're coming out with those facts. He is not used to it. So you could say odds are he's not going to hold this lead. And it still is, relatively early here. It's only Friday. So a lot of golf left to be played for this man, which means a lot of opportunity for him. I suppose to mess it up, especially as we get deeper into the weekend. But you never know. I mean, he obviously is golfing really well. It's been pretty interesting. What everyone else does too. Fleetwood is even through 3 now. I'm looking at right here, but you expect Fleetwood to come up with him and put some pressure on Brian. So yeah, maybe. And if I know anyone named Brian, they can never handle pressure. Every Brian,
But I really like this leaderboard. I think Tommy will shoot a couple under today, and watch out for Jordan Spieth. He's right there.
Obviously, Fleetwood, honestly, Fleetwood. What do you got?
Fleetwood.
Come on.
I could see it kind of being the same old story where
no, you don't want me to win.
No, I just don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
that's
I'm
what it is.
Kidding,
yep.
Tony. It's completely different.
No, you hold grudges. You're gonna give me a bad review on Google now.
Wow. No, but I will admit, okay, because I can actually say things and not beat around the bush. That I would rather see Jordan Spieth win just to add another major to his repertoire. And he's one of the more likable guys on tour. So that would be good. But also Stuart Sink being near the top of the leaderboard, that's a really good story. I believe Stuart's like 49, if I'm not mistaken.
Really? That old?
Let's see here. He is 50, actually. So he's on the Champions Tour now. But he snagged that Open Championship actually at Turnberry in 2009 from what's his name? Tom Watson, who was 59 years old, looking to become the oldest major champion ever. Missed like a 4 or 5 foot putt not to win it. Yeah, it was tough. Actually, it might have been 06, but regardless, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, a lot of golfers out there, interesting stuff. I thought Rory would have done a little better up to this point.
He was your pick to win, right?
Yeah, but technically 9 shots back, but as we know with these Open Championships, weather changes quickly. I was listening to the broadcast this morning, a lot of level par talk and accents, and they said some weather coming in. I know you always track the weather, but it's coming in over the weekend. Yeah,
they said Thursday would really be the best day for weather. So they are expecting a lot of rain.
Who's the person? I'm forgetting her name, but she was filling in for Debbie today on Rick and Dave. Traffic. Michael? I mean, I feel like you're
forgot her name.
We listened to her yesterday, too.
Is it always like she's the backup and that's it, typically? Or
as far as I know, yeah. Why are you looking for a job?
You looking for a job?
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering who she is. I hadn't heard her before.
All right. We were just making a joke. Dude. Yeah, I don't know why.
No, I don't care.
Defensive, dude.
No, I don't care. Oh man, we are having fun here on a Friday.
Yeah, Jay didn't show up, dude.
Jay didn't show up.
I don't give a fuck about tradition.
Janelle Crispin, Josh hitting it
Josh
on
knows it, dude.
the head. You guys know her?
I have heard the name.
Is she a regular fill-in or no?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
the fill-in.
Okay.
I think there's only really one. I think.
You think Debbie will be in Boston this weekend for the Mets or no?
I mean,
might
if
see her
she's
at
in
the park.
Dude, that'd be sick. Dude, you know what she looks like?
No, I don't actually.
I can
Did
try
you?
to look her up.
Wow, Renee, like with a little fake out there. Okay.
Renee thinks she's funny.
She does.
Like she
She
got
does.
a tan. She thinks
Yeah. I was actually just gonna say that.
Yeah.
It probably the most tan I've ever seen you get. Is it? Would you say you've been tanner before or no?
As a child, yes.
As a child, okay.
As a child.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you? I don't want to like spoil the vlog, but did you guys get an interview with Debbie, or you're just like a quick
No,
hi
she wasn't
bye
there.
from a
She was
distance? She
there.
wasn't there. But I thought there was some like ovation for her or something. No.
They want her. The people love her.
But wasn't there like a chant? Or I remember Tony saying like, "Oh, it was like the loudest ovation." Was she working the show from like the studio, like doing the update?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
That's definitely what I remember Tony specifically saying that.
What?
Really?
Is it?
Really,
Tony,
dude?
by the way, folks, Tony's been losing his mind.
Yeah, I feel like you are, Tony. You don't remember
He
what
doesn't
I'm saying
anything.
at all.
I know.
At all. Big ovation. Debbie doing the traffic from the studio. No.
No, don't remember saying that. I don't remember that
What a
happening. either,
liar, honestly.
What?
Oh man. Okay, so now I know what to look for. Do we know? Let's see. That was June
The
1st.
chant was at June 1st. Maybe it was Lonnie talking about it when he was here.
No,
chant
I
was-
remember you saying it. I remember June 1st. What the heck was June 1st?
June 1st was when they went to the game, the Met game at City Field. Rick and Dave were at tailgate, everything.
You know what it was, Tony?
Yes, for Debbie, like Prez was saying.
Okay, I know what it is.
You're losing it.
No, you were talking about how you were listening to the show that morning, and they said the loudest ovation was for Debbie. That's definitely what it was. Is it?
Okay.
Is my number on the bottom?
No, it's mine.
Oh,
Why? What do you got? You got a
Lonnie's
phone?
calling me.
Lonnie's
Yeah.
calling you?
Patch him in.
Lonnie. You got to call into
Tony's phone.
Call
The number on the screen.
The number on the
And
bottom.
he has
Yeah.
my number now.
Yeah, you
Okay.
gotta
He
call
didn't
his
say
number.
my number,
Call Tony's
probably.
number.
He asked me for the number. He gave me his number. Text it. Didn't say
While-
my number, dude. Didn't say my number.
While
Ridiculous.
Lonnie's calling, Tony, let's
What's
just
up?
go to the world
Oh, wow.
of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it, Yep. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Too deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
Do we have Lonnie on the line?
Calling right now. Hello? Oh, no. That's reconnect. Lonnie, stand by, dude. I don't know why this happens.
It always
so
does that
much,
with my
dude.
car. If it's not plugged into Apple Play, then it does it wirelessly. Then I put it on speaker, but then it automatically goes back. You know what I'm talking about, Renee?
No.
You're just thinking about your tanning.
Renee doesn't know anything.
Wow.
All right. You're live on the Sports Port, Lonnie. What do you got today?
First of all, shout out to the company.
Hey.
Shout out!
Secondly, Tony, watch your mouth. Don't ever talk about the company like that ever again.
All right, Lonnie.
I know you didn't mean it.
I
know
feel
you
like,
didn't mean
Lonnie,
it, but come
you
on,
could
man.
tell Tony's on edge today. I don't know what it is.
He's
but
hungry.
on edge.
He's
He's hungry. Okay,
That's
that
'cause
makes sense.
He was in there by himself yesterday. He don't know how to act. Now that y'all did.
Yep. Now he's back to taking scuds and he doesn't like it.
Now, but what y'all talking about? Debbie was at the game on 6-1, and that's when she got the the loud ovation and everything. Like it was crazy because we dead as soon as we noticed she was there. Like everybody just turned around and we just started chanting Debbie, Debbie, and
That's good stuff.
That's basically what it was. So I don't know. I remember talking about 6-1 when I was there, but I don't remember if I ever like brought that up. But
No, I think it was
that's
Tony
just what
just
happened.
talking about listening to the show.
Yeah, I think
That's
Brian
what
was
it
dreaming about this, maybe. Or something.
Oh, okay. No, but Lonnie, I know you're going to back me up on this. How ridiculous was Tony's answer to the Aaron Rodgers question?
I didn't hear. I had tapped in like when I first commented, so I didn't really hear the first thing because I was trying to handle all the stuff on Twitter.
So he's been very pessimistic about the Jets'
I
chances
really
of
haven't.
winning the Super Bowl. So then I just straight out asked him. I was like, okay, well, so would you rather have him win the Super Bowl or not? Just completely like a Brian Cashman press conference. No answer. Well, I don't really care. I'm
so
not
he-
invested.
Don't
So he
care.
tap dance around it. He
Yeah, a
tap
little
dance
tiptoe.
around
I don't have an answer for you.
No, isn't that ridiculous, Lonnie?
I mean, it's still early. You can't really. You gotta,
No, he's just
Tony
asking
said
him
he's not really
if he
a fool.
wants him to win or not.
Yeah, I don't have an answer. I haven't thought about it.
Yeah, he might need some time to think about that.
Thank you, Lonnie.
He's had time, Lonnie.
No,
He's
I
had
haven't,
plenty
dude.
of time.
It was the first time
He's had
you've
plenty
asked
of
me that
time.
question.
No.
It didn't even. We didn't even really get the preseason yet, so you really,
Yeah, but I think it's just because me and Michael are a little riled, so he just kind of wants to be on the other side of it.
There's nothing to do about
It's
that.
a Jet fan.
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think he deep down he's still a little
Michael,
sad about the
Michael,
Patriots.
Oh,
Who? Oh,
Yeah,
see, this is the thing with Tony. He don't know what team to really root for. The Giants, the Patriots. He's all over the place over there. So it will probably confuse him even more if he want Aaron Rodgers and the Jets to win.
the one thing I had to say
that sounds about right.
is, and I know Tony thinks this is just a complete attack Friday,
Oh,
but especially because Michael. I mean, first of all, how long have you two known each other? 5 years?
5,
Oh,
6,
4
going on 6.
Okay.
maybe, Tony?
And you had no-
2018.
you had-
2018.
You had no idea about his love for Brady back in the day.
No.
Like, how does that happen though?
Because I don't. First of all, Michael came in. Michael didn't talk about sports. Okay, Michael was a sports talk guy. Not to mention, I didn't follow football anymore. By grad school, I wasn't following football, so I didn't even really talk about it.
So you're saying before we started doing this show, you didn't really talk about football much?
No, I just talked about it because I had to for people who talk. I could talk again like main
Right,
storylines
right,
and
okay.
stuff like that. That can interest me, but I didn't follow a team, so I didn't talk about like when I was a kid, I used to be Patriots, and I was a Giants fan for a while. Then I just lost it, and now I just say, I'm kind of a Giants fan, but I don't really watch.
And I guess I'll
Don't
give
do
you a pass because I guess at the time you guys met, the Jets were really going through it. So I'm sure Michael wasn't talking about the Jets too much
Michael
at that
was more
time.
about basketball. It was always the UB and the Knicks.
the Knicks. The
Yeah,
Knicks.
oh, and 2K. Yeah, definitely.
All right, fair
Yeah.
enough. Is Lonnie still there?
Yeah, Lonnie's on the phone still. He's probably making chocolate chip pancakes by now.
Chocolate chip pancakes today?
Lonnie sent me a photo of
Nah,
his breakfast yesterday. It was looking pretty good.
Yeah. I made some chocolate chip pancakes, bacon, and scrambled eggs.
Yeah,
with
the eggs looked
cheese.
really good.
How do you
actually,
not
Mike.
take a nap after that though?
I did.
Oh
That's
man,
sick.
that's good stuff. Who do you think is going to have a better weekend this weekend, the Mets or the Yankees, Lonnie?
Who cares?
I'm just
Who
curious
cares?
though. Yeah, well,
I mean,
obviously the answer to that is me, but
duh. Who the Mets got anyway?
Red Sox
Red
at
Sox.
Fenway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they suck right now. The Red Sox, dude.
No, they don't. I mean, they've been. I don't know because they right. Actually, they're in front of the Yankees. But they're in last place because they stink.
everybody's ahead of the Yankees.
I mean, really, you should be rooting for the Mets this weekend, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Mets probably could take that series because they coming off beating the White Sox, taking the series against the White Sox. So I mean, it sucks that they lost that last game. But
Dude,
you
yeah,
know,
last
it's
night
better
was
that they-
disgusting. Last night, like yesterday, I should
Oh,
say.
that was midday.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was mids yesterday.
yeah. Everyone loves correcting me today, bro.
I mean, if the Yankees want to stay afloat, they better try to take this series. I mean,
I feel like though, tell me, Lonnie, though, they're not going to be a little energized by the news that Josh Donaldson is probably done for his career. 60-day IL yesterday officially.
Why would that energize them? What is wrong with you?
They all hate Josh Donaldson.
Do they, though?
Come on. There's no way nobody.
You in the
anybody-
locker room, right?
Look at the guy. Look at the guy.
You
He's
know
saying,
exactly how- he
you
know-
won't throw the fastball. You won't throw the fastball. And then he just swings through 3. You're telling me you're respect a teammate like that? Come on.
Bro, I think they all respect each teammate, but
Hmm.
so you're telling me they over there cheering that he's injured? Like what?
I mean, because he's so bad and he's killing him.
Yeah, but I don't. He ain't the only one. That means they all need to be cheering for each other to be injured. That's the case.
And
This needs to be a bunch of Yankees sitting in a emergency room.
yeah.
If that's the case, but listen, we gotta hope that they do what they can do because, they still afloat technically, but now that they're in last place, it's just oof.
Got to sweep
Just
Kansas
to
City.
say that it's to say that it's just like. And y'all, I think I heard y'all talking yesterday. Like, I think Anthony asked you, can you see them losing at least one game? And I was like, well, it would be lucky if they only lose one.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
The way it's looking. So who knows, man? But it's Kansas City. They stink. So we just gotta.
Yeah, I think Kansas City is 40 games under 500.
Yeah, about. Yeah, I think they're like 39 or 29, 60.
42 games under 500.
42.
They're horrible. So
they actually
the
have
Yankees just gotta go out
the second least
do
wins in the league. I've never felt like this before, but after seeing the Aaron Boone interviews last couple of days, I actually think, especially let's say the Yankees, have an embarrassing series here and maybe another one following. If that happens, I could see him actually getting fired. I think just seeing it on his face, he looks like he's like he sees the writing on the wall. And the player, a lot of people on Twitter are saying the players aren't responding to him or quitting on him. Do you think that's the case?
Oh wow.
I mean, I don't. The beta thing now running out to first, I know that's probably why everybody's saying that. That's probably one of the major things. But they always say that that same message coming from the same person gets kind of tiring. But
especially when you're not getting results.
Like I said, but is it? I know he's the one voicing this stuff, but like I said, man, those strings, I know they the one really pulling them or making him dance. So I don't. I said this when I called Ty last night. I said, I feel bad for that guy, but in certain aspects, Ty, I was talking to him on IG after my call. I was just like, in certain aspects, I feel bad for him because he's always the one up there having to answer these questions. Feel me? And you don't get Cashman or Holler do that all the time, and it's always Boone. So at the end of the day, he is the, he's the face, and it sucks because like I said, I don't know if he's really the one making these calls. So the fact that he has to always answer for them is just like, ugh. I don't know, man. I can see the writing on the wall too, but I don't see it either because, like I said, like they just gave him that contract, and if they're the ones telling him technically, look, listen, we strongly suggest you do this, then how they gonna fire the man for that? They're the one telling him what to do,
right?
So, but he's just the face behind it.
The only thing is, I don't feel bad for him at all, just because despite all of that, if you're a good manager, if you're worth, having that position.
Yeah, the team shouldn't stink. Yes.
And you should just have some type of impact. Like he literally has probably the least impact of any manager in the whole league.
And it's funny, I was saying this to Ty last night. I was like, yo, it's crazy, man. We might have been better off keeping Joe Girardi because at least he would have put a fire under them and, blah, blah, but
I've always been a big Girardi guy.
Who knows at this point? At this point, it's just like, once again, it's the Yankees being the Yankees.
Yeah. I thought it was
that whole thing. That whole thing to me kind of, with Girardi was stupid. You gonna fire this man because he's putting a fire under them? Like, okay.
Well, I think he was fired because they didn't like that he was very critical of Gary Sanchez, which obviously in hindsight was a good thing, and they didn't want to pay him either.
That and the whole analytics thing, because they knew he wasn't going to really be too big on the analytics.
But I thought he lost the players a little bit too. I thought, right?
I think they just didn't. They didn't like that he got on the guys.
Yeah,
but it's like, I wonder what strategy was more effective.
Was working.
Yeah,
exactly. That was more effective. Like, I don't know.
And I thought it was embarrassing that he's yelling at Tommy Kahnle for having to fit in the dugout. It's like, at least the guy cares. At least the guy's showing he has a pulse.
Yeah. Yeah, that was woof.
I mean, right? What did you think of that, Tony? I mean, kind of stupid for him to get on for that.
Yeah, it is a little stupid, especially we've seen other players.
Like, was he ever talking to Gardy when he's going like this to the dugout? Like,
I think so.
Yeah.
Imagine if Joe would have did that to Paul. Holy Holy crap.
It stinks too, because I know, especially at his age, he doesn't want to have barbs with people and stuff. But I would love to hear Joe Torre's honest answer of what he thinks of Cashman
Right.
and Boone and what
Mhm.
and Hal and stuff. He definitely would say they're basically a complete pathetic joke.
Do you think so?
guarantee it. Don't you think so, Michael? Joe Torre. I mean, he's
Alex,
best
Torre?
manager of all time.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Who's saying he's
Alex
not?
Alex Rodriguez basically says it almost every time. I be sitting there like, yo, my man, you just keep digging a hole, huh?
Yeah,
He says it every, but he be, most of the stuff he be saying be true, but then again, I'll be looking at the screen like, bro, are you saying this out of hate? Or are you saying this out of through the eyes of an actual player? Because I be getting a little confused because it be sounding a little spiteful half the time, but he be saying some stuff that you like, yo, you know what? That would make sense too. But this is the same guy who traded all those picks for Rudy Gobert and all of that. So
yeah. But you know what, though? The one thing he said that was right, whether he did it for the camera or not, is he said the Yankees should go back to being the Yankees and stop being so analytically driven. And it's true. But
yeah,
we know that's not changing anytime soon.
Analytics is, see, it's good for certain teams, but it don't seem like it's working for the Yankees.
No.
Like during the playoff, during the season or whatever, yeah, sure, maybe. It looks, I guess, good enough, but it definitely don't work in the playoffs. Like, it's horrible. It's just horrible.
Yeah, no, put J.A. Happ out of the bullpen.
Good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, this season to me is, I don't really think it's, even if we do get to the playoffs, it's like, for what? What are they going to do? They probably, maybe make it past the, wild card, first round, second round or whatever, and then they probably tap out there. And if that's even if they get there, then it depends, honestly, who they play in the wild card.
Yeah, it's a bunch of ifs, but I mean, there is a way, but a lot has to happen, and it has to happen quick.
I'm sorry, B. I know I'm down. I'm putting a little damper on your Yankee fandom over here. I'm trying to be true, man.
It's already been dampened, Lonnie. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, please! That's not what you were saying on Twitter last night.
No. I'm saying I always get back up, and it's just like there's nothing that I want more right now is just to feel excited again, juiced up, feel like we have a chance. I just think back to even though there hasn't been too many of them, but recent playoff moments that went our way and just how exciting it was. And, just even listen, I know it shouldn't win 5 games, but the excitement of winning game 5 against Cleveland, Stanton hitting the 3-run homer in the first inning, getting some that was awesome. I felt so good. And it's since that point, we know what happened next, and everything's been downhill since.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. Because the back end of last season into the playoffs, and then basically this whole season so far, it's just been yikes.
Yeah, no, that is definitely for sure. But I don't know.
But I'll let you guys get back to work. I just wanted to call in and clarify that whole W situation.
Oh no, appreciate it, Lonnie. Love having you call in. Call in anytime, man.
Anytime.
Of course, you already know. Shout out to the company. Shout out to Downtown TV.
Hell yeah.
You guys do great work. I like them. Tony, you got that stain out your shirt yet, buddy?
Yeah, dude. I'm back in the saddle. I got the white t-shirt on today, I'm sure, as you know. So a big day for Tony over here.
Stay away from the pizza. Matter of fact, stay away from D while you eat. That's probably what it was.
We'll be a couple states away this weekend, so we don't have to worry about that.
Jeez, man. All right, y'all.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon, Lonnie.
Work on that golf swing.
Okay.
Josh could give you some lessons.
That's funny. Oh
man.
What a great call.
Yeah, what a call.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk baseball. Just want to give a quick update here. Jordan Spieth has actually tied Tommy Fleetwood at 500 par. So they're both tied for second here. Of course, Harman, off the course here, so he still leads by 5. Fleetwood is now even through 4 holes, so he looks to pick up some birdies as he continues his front 9. You already mentioned it quickly before, Tony. What happened yesterday at Citi Field?
Oh boy. All right. So nothing really great, honestly. White Sox win 6-2. They beat the Mets here to avoid the sweep. And one of the biggest storylines probably coming into this game was that Jose Quintana started for the Mets here. First start of the season. When you all look at his line, it's not a great line. But let me see, get back to the line here. It was I think 5 innings. I don't think he made the 5 innings. Gave up 2 earned runs. Yeah, 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. Only 3 strikeouts through 77 pitches. So, I don't know, man. I mean, it's really not terrible. It's his first start here as a Met. Obviously, nothing that you really want to, be happy about, I suppose. But at the end of the day, I mean, it was a tough loss for him. I think that the loss didn't really, or even his stat line really show what a solid job he did, I suppose. He definitely struggled with some location, I feel, which is kind of funny because he didn't have any walks. It's just that he was mislocating balls and they were just getting hit a lot. His four-seam fastball, I think, at its peak was clocking in like 92, Brian, 91, 92.
But I mean, he never threw hard. That's actually probably actually up for him.
Yeah. The sinker comes in at around 90 consistently, which is nice. But again, I mean, I was looking at some of the, looking at some of his location on pitches. First inning, gets Benintendi to fly out immediately, but then gives up, 3 singles, back to back to back. Obviously giving up 1 run right there. Because I think Anderson scores, making it 1-0. And I mean, those singles, actually all 3 of those singles, I believe, no, actually 2 of the 3 singles were given up on the four-seam fastball. He's trying to hammer the high and tight on the fastball. But I don't know if it just doesn't have enough velocity on it because they were just hitting it. I mean, look, on the hits, I mean, it's right, high and tight, and tight, they're up there.
No, because up in the zone is tough when it's 95, but
91 is not.
Bad practice, basically.
Yeah. So I think that was a big reason why he was giving up hits early, why he was giving up runs early, why his pitch count was getting up high. I think it's just gonna be a little bit of a matter of kind of retooling his strategy. Because that high and tight fastball 91 is just not gonna cut it. Especially against, I mean, I understand the White Sox are not good in terms of records and production as a team, but talented players with Anderson and Robert Jr. And Grandal and everything. So pretty tough, honestly, outing for him. But I mean, I feel like where the Mets really lost this game, unfortunately, was in their defense. The 6th inning was tough, right? So Quintana gets pulled a little early, I think, for me, honestly. I understand it's his first game back, so you kind of watch his pitch count a little bit. But I probably would have left him in, tried to get to 85 pitches. I think he could have pitched another inning. But you bring in Drew Smith for the 6th here. He does not last the inning. And it gets pretty tough here. I actually brought up the highlights. I don't know if you saw this 6th inning, Brian.
No.
So we're gonna go to it. Obviously, this is the end of the game with a loss 6-2. Bottom 5 we're at right now. So next inning, here we go. Top of the 6th is where we have a real issue. Drew Smith in the game. They pull Jose Quintana, and I believe you're gonna be seeing. I'm not sure who this is. Is this Robert maybe? But you can see him not reach, but you can see a ball hit, ground ball to first base, Pete Alonso, who Pete Alonso is in probably the worst slump of his career so far. And Alonso just completely misplays this ball, Brian. And just does not.
That's ugly.
Really piss poor effort there by Pete. So that gets a man on base through a defensive error. And you'll notice, from the replay here, he just, I don't know, for some reason, look at him. He's, I mean, I feel that Little League, if you're taught to never really go backwards.
I think I could make that play, honestly.
I think I could too, honestly. Because it really, obviously, I'm sure the ball was hit hard, but it's take one step forward and play it. Obviously, all this spin now and just misses his glove right off the thumb. And it's just not a major league play right there, at all, dude. That's just not what you're taught. I don't know what Pete was thinking. So he reaches there. I think that runner went on to steal. I want to find out who that is, dude. Let's go back to the play-by-play here. Where are we? Yes. Play-by-play. 6th inning. Oh, it was Robert. I thought so. Okay, then Jimenez, singles to right. Robert had stolen second, so you had a runner at third. And unfortunately, Drew Smith, who does get into a little bit of trouble here, does walk Jimenez, I believe, or whoever he walks. So you get bases loaded on a stolen base, an error, and a walk, and a single. I guess there was a single in there. So obviously not great there. And then I guess just some context here. Before we move on, I think in the fourth inning, Tommy Pham leaves the game, groin injury.
I did hear that.
Yeah. Nothing serious, I guess, but they pulled him. They moved Kana from right to left, and then I think they threw McNeil in right field, Guillorme to second. McNeil, not obviously a natural right fielder. And what you're going to see in this inning here is him really showcasing the fact that he's not a right fielder. So you see this ball pulled to right field, and right away, bro, you can tell McNeil was took 5 steps forward off the hit of the bat, and obviously way out of line here. Not to say this would have been an easy play, but I mean, again, like Brian, look at the first cut. I mean, you could see where he's at. Like, look where
It's not even close.
Look where he was running. He was running this
in.
way. He's running in when the
ball's
ball's
over
going that
over
way.
him
You know.
there, yeah.
So and then you see this looping route. Piss poor performance there on the outfield there by McNeil. And obviously, I mean, just nothing good comes of it. You're gonna give him another run there, making it 4-1. And then moving forward here, I guess they showed it again real quick. You can see the next batter. Oh, that was going down. Sorry, that was the replay. And then they show McNeil, couldn't do it, couldn't hack it. They show Alonso again too. And then you have Colas getting a sac fly RBI. But then whoever this is, Andrus is up, and you're going to see him kind of slice the ball to right field. And yet again, McNeil absolutely eats it, Brian. You're going to really enjoy watching McNeil. Look at McNeil. You can see him, again, misplaying a ball. You see he kind of comes this way to your screen, and then he goes back, and he dives, and he just absolutely eats shit.
You think this is the last outfield performance of his career? Or?
It has to be, dude. Bases clearing triple there, making it 6-1. He's excited. McNeil, face full of dirt. They're going to show it again in slow-mo replay. Oh, he's tight, dude.
Has he made good plays before, or was he always spotty?
He's definitely never been like this season. I've never seen him challenged that much in the outfield.
So funny, what a chief.
So yeah, it's tough. And obviously from there, I mean, it's 6-2 at this point, or I think 6-1, and then you see Alonso get like an RBI single or something, but nothing was good. Defense lost that game for sure. Really piss poor performance.
What did Buck have to say?
I don't even fucking know, dude. It doesn't even matter. I'm sure he's like, well, McNeil, we tossed him out there, injury. You got to kind of just, put the players you think can do the best out there. McNeil is a great, he probably gave some answer like that. But I mean, McNeil's not an outfielder, and I believe that was his first time playing right field this season.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know why specifically I guess maybe Kana doesn't play right. I don't know. It was kind of a weird switch. I'm trying to see here. Guillorme came in to play second base for Pham. McNeil went to right field. Kana went from right field to left field. Yes, I don't know why did that necessarily. But I guess they just believed McNeil would do better in right field. But I'll tell you right now, I think if Kana was out there, he probably would have made a couple catches there. But nonetheless, I mean, you didn't have enough offense anyway. So really tough loss to avoid the sweep as you go into this weekend series against the Red Sox. Quintana definitely left you wanting more for sure. But I suppose it's a step in the right direction for him. But I mean, the man is still at 35 years old, I think.
Are you hoping for a quick flip with him, or?
Yeah, I am actually. Apparently, I've heard rumors of teams that are already interested in him.
Okay.
Which is interesting to see that. But I guess we'll see what comes of it. But obviously, not exactly what you want. Oh,
the friggin' ads,
Brian. We were doing so well, dude.
So well.
So yeah, so not obviously. I don't know, dude. You hate to see the Mets lose in general, but to see them lose like that by piss poor defense. Alonso looks like an absolute fool. McNeil looks like a fool out there. And it really just goes back to, I think, what I said 2 days ago, where just this team is clearly just not assembled correctly. If you're throwing McNeil out there in right field, it's just not made to be winning games. And so, yeah, that's that, Brian. On to the next, dude.
What's tonight? I know, obviously, at Fenway, but what do we got?
Like, what's my opinion on the game? Well, we have Senga on the mound, I believe. I'm not sure who the Red Sox have, to be honest.
Don't
look up.
It's gonna be James Paxton, former Yankee, former
Actually?
Big Maple. Did you know his nickname was Big Maple, Tony?
Crawford.
No, Crawford's tomorrow against Scherzer.
No, were you sure?
Did I go to Saturday?
I got Cutter Crawford.
Oh, so they changed. I'm actually pumped about that because I was gonna have to see Cutter Crawford. Now I get to see James Paxton versus Max Scherzer.
That's actually pretty dope. James Paxton. I know about James Paxton.
I was always a James Paxton fan, honestly.
Yeah, I thought he was.
But I hope he gets shelled tomorrow.
Yeah, obviously, dude.
Let's go, Mets.
But Cutter Crawford on the
You get sweep, Tony. Can you do it? Honestly, do you think are they
yes,
capable at
definitely.
Fenway?
Yes, absolutely, dude. Red Sox suck. What?
No, I was asking the question. Michael's shaking his head, saying he doesn't think so.
Michael doesn't know anything about baseball, dude.
Yes,
He was calling Derek David Jeter.
No, that was you, Tony.
But Cutter Crawford, 27 years old, 3.74 ERA,
Sucks.
4-4 in the season. I mean, kind of sucks, but for a 27-year-older, I guess. I mean,
You want him on your team?
would I want him at a sub 4 ERA? I'll take him over Carrasco straight up. Let's go.
Yeah, but not over Carrasco. I'm just saying, like if the Mets. Oh, we gave up like 2 prospects for Cutter Crawford. Like you'd be pissed.
Well, yeah,
So that's the point. He's not valuable. He's a scrub.
he's better than what some of our pitchers are doing, though.
Yeah, I mean, really, just what Carrasco? I mean,
Even
you're telling me
Peterson.
you'd
Peterson.
in Peterson, right? But
Yeah.
everyone else,
Even McGill, honestly, take a hike. I'm so sick of McGill, bro.
he should be a closer.
You should be fucking on the bench, dude. The bum. But anywho, dude. Senga obviously coming off of a great start, honestly. Again, it seems like Senga is kind of coming into his own a little bit more. The reports about him and what he's done to improve his I guess efficiency as a pitcher and the I don't know, the lethalness of his fork ball, mixing other pitches. I mean, it's been great. I mean, against the Dodgers, his last outing, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 9 Ks, fanned 9 Dodgers. It did end up in a 5-1 loss because our bullpen sucks, so we had no offense, but he had a great outing. Before that, 8 innings against Arizona, a good team, fanned 12 of them. So he's been kind of on a little bit of a streak here, with Quintana into, I believe he's on an extra day's rest. So I mean, there's really no reason why I'm looking for 7 innings, no earned runs, maybe 3 or 4 hits, 1 walk, 11 Ks for Kadai Senga. Sets up, Robertson to come in for the 9th. You'll probably use Ottavino in the 8th. So let's go, dude. I think it's going to be easy peasy. Offense is going to be from Francisco Alvarez for sure. Narvaez, by the way, had his first home run as a Met yesterday. So Alvarez definitely playing tonight. Dinger for him in Fenway.
Monster.
Absolutely. Over. Maybe out of the park, dude. And then I guess give me like Alonso with like a 2-for-4 night.
Home run.
RBI double and a dinger.
Oh.
Feeling good about himself. Because Lord knows he needs it. So I'll say
I thought he was about to say Lord Zed.
Lord Zed knows he needs it. Even Lord Zed knows Pete Alonso needs another home run. So I'll say it. Mets win this one. I'll say 5-1. Bullpen perfect.
For once, Tony, completely on your side this weekend.
That's
One
crazy.
thing I have to ask you though is any concern. He's never pitched there before. Senga, Fenway. Sometimes that can be a struggle for pitchers, no matter how well they're pitching.
Right.
The wall, just the dimensions, the pesky pole. I mean, any concerns there?
I really don't think so because I just feel like he's gonna be fanning Red Sox left and right.
Mhm.
Like doesn't even think what's behind him. Just
Right.
all dialed in.
Mm-hmm.
Complete focus. Let's go.
All right. I hope you're right, brother. So yeah, Yankees back on the docket tonight. Clark Schmidt, he's pitched well, going up against the Royals, and they have what's his name? Marsh on the hill. I believe is it
Brandon?
Alex? No, it's Alex Marsh, I believe. And his ERA is over 5, and usually
Yeah,
those
right.
pitchers
Alec.
shut the Yankees down. But we're trying it one more time, Tony. We're trying for the positivity. I'm gonna get embarrassed by saying this. I'm sure there'll be some type of clip of me saying this, but the Yankees are absolutely gonna blow out the Royals this weekend. A complete sweep, a complete onslaught. I'm personally guaranteeing it. And I know Lonnie was questioning it.
Yeah.
But I think the team morale is very high after they know they will not have to watch Josh Donaldson strike out again. So I think Clark, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts. And I think offensively, the Yankees will put up 6 runs. And I'm going to say Rizzo finally does it. I know I'm going back to the well here. Rizzo with a dinger, Stanton with a dinger, 6-2 Yankees, New York, New York. First game of the sweep. Let's go.
Wow. I love it, dude. I think Lonnie's probably laughing his ass off
He
right
is,
now.
he
Yeah,
is,
he
yeah.
definitely is, dude. But let's go to my next pick
And then
here.
Kev's going to comment in a second and say the Yankees suck. We know that.
Yeah, definitely. The Yankees and the Mets suck, he's going to say.
Yeah.
My next pick, dude, I think I'm going to go. What are we at, by the way, in the pick segment? Like,
You're blowing me out. I think I was 0-3 last time. And
well, I'm sorry, Michael, what'd you say?
That's the white flag right there.
It kind of is. I mean, it's basically over, but we'll play out the string. I think 30 out of 32 to 40.
Okay. All right. So, end of the month we're going until?
Yep. End of the month.
Wow. Okay. Cool. So,
You just said white flag.
White flag. Yeah.
oh, why you just want to call it now?
No.
No.
No, I'm saying I know it's over, but I'm gonna play it out. Play out the string.
All right, play it out, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh, the Braves. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to take the Brewers here, man. ESPN Plus, 3-game series here starts tonight for the Brewers hosting the Atlanta Braves. Now, the Brewers have won 4 of the last 5. I believe, let's see. Yeah, they won 2 in a series against the Phillies, and then they swept the Reds, I believe. So they've won 5 of the last 6, actually. Braves struggled a little bit as of late, dropped 4 out of the last 5, but just beat Arizona 7-5 last night, I believe. Yes. But we do have a Michael Soroka on the mound. Now, I've talked about Soroka's story and everything like that. Very sad story, but the 25-year-old is back on the mound, has a 5.4 ERA. This season has, innings pitched this season. 23 and a third innings pitched so far. Only 5 games played, 4 starts. His most recent start, actually came out of the bullpen. Interesting, against the White Sox about 5 days ago, in an 8-1 loss. He pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, one of them being a home run. So kind of tough. Before that, he doesn't get a lot of length. Out of his last 5 appearances, he's given up 14 runs. Excuse me. So this pitcher who was once highly touted, looking like he was great, is not that good, honestly. Struggling with the injury. So I say, give me the Brewers, who I believe are a underdog still in this game. Yeah, Atlanta's -125. Take the Brewers. Take the dog. I'll say, I don't know, 5-2.
Wow.
You all right, dude? You're throwing your hand up in the air like that.
No.
Lonnie, by the way, says, thanks for taking my call, guys. Anytime, Lonnie. Then Josh says, well, we do suck. He said,
oh, man, that's funny.
What do you got? Next picture? What do you got? Oh,
Tony.
Mariners over the Blue Jays. Take it.
I mean, it's tempting. But you know what? I'm going to take the.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to take the Tigers over the Padres. Padres suck. I'm waiting for Soto. We're ready for him in the Bronx. Seth Lugo is going to get hammered.
He does get hammered
going
sometimes.
up against Reese Olson. So I'm going to say Lugo, 3 innings, 7 earned. And the Padres are going to get blown out. Olson, a no-hitter into the 7th. 5-0 Tigers.
I like it, dude. My next pick, I'm taking the Astros. They're in Oakland. They're playing the A's. They won game 1 yesterday. I think 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. You got Framber Valdez on the mound against JP Sears, who has a 4 ERA, by the way, for Sears. Valdez, 2.76. I think Astros balls will be flying out of that stadium. So give me the Astros winning. I'm going to say 7-1, taking game 2 of this 4-game series in Oakland.
Wow, Tony. That, just quick. And, you made it sound easy, but yesterday, they had to kind of rally.
I know they did
win that one.
But they did. So I think that, they're like, wow, all right, we got this. Let's go. Like tomorrow, let's come out hot. First inning on. They're jumping on the first pitch fastball.
Jumping. So let's see. Oh man. I'm gonna go with the Mariners. I
Nerds.
said Miller because Miller's on the mound. Kikuchi sucks. I hate the Blue Jays. So give me 6 scoreless for Miller. And I'm gonna say Julio Rodriguez, 4 home runs.
Nice.
Really reaching for it. So give me the Mariners in a blowout. I think Kikuchi goes 2 innings, 8 earned. Mariners 16-5.
Wow. That's crazy, dude. Mike, what do you think of Kikuchi?
I love Kikuchi.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you think that he's gonna you think he'll do well and he'll beat the Mariners?
Yes.
And Brian's gonna be sad. You not got your headphones, dude?
Who do you think is better at multitasking, me or Michael?
Me.
No,
Brian's pretty good.
Brian is pretty good.
But then there's those times where it's like just so evident.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, dude.
It does happen. It does happen. So yeah, I mean, hopefully, I know it's such a stretch, Tony, but I don't know. I'm like Houdini, 6-0 Yankees and Mets this weekend. We need it.
That'd
I
be
mean,
fire.
that would be.
We do need it.
Think about what a difference that would make in the standings.
I don't think we've had grouped up sweeps this season.
No.
Definitely not, dude.
I mean, it feels like it's been 10 years since that happened.
Honestly, probably has been.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. This is really do or die for the Yankees because you can't lose a series. You really can't lose a game to the Royals. The way you've played a 1-5 road trip, you absolutely cannot lose. So,
and you're not facing Greinke, so you gotta really do your best here.
Exactly. You're not facing Greinke. And I'm just checking here. It doesn't look like we really have any change at the Open.
Really?
3-way tie for second. I guess Rosner, was not tied for second before. So Rosner, Fleetwood, and Spieth all
still
at
5
under par. Yep.
Fleetwood still at even through. Oh, he's only through 4.
But
I
feel like sometimes they don't update these things quick enough.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, ESPN definitely doesn't give a shit.
Kepka's moved to 2 under, so now he's in the top 10. Matsuyama at 2 under in the top 10 as well. Jason Day back to 1 under, tied for 14th. Victor Hovland,
right,
done with his rounds. He's even, tied for 23rd. Scotty Scheffler, 1 over through 4, tied for 23rd. You'd expect him to kind of turn it around. So going to be a long weekend of golf. Cut right now is at 3 over. That could move to 4. We'll have to see. One interesting thing I wanted to mention here, and I think you're right near where it was listed, or actually no, because it's all the way at the bottom, but John Daly shot 77-77 and finished ahead of Dustin Johnson.
Oh, wow, dude. Yeah, who shot a 75-81.
Embarrassing.
Oh, sorry, no, 74-81. Yeah, what the hell is that, dude?
Embarrassment.
DJ.
No withdraws. And you got to give it to the guy at the bottom there. What's the last name?
Arnaus.
Didn't withdraw and just took it on the chin, 82-81.
I mean, still playing golf.
Yeah, at the Open. I mean,
yeah, like
you
how
can't
often are you doing that, dude? Justin Johnson, though, kind of really blown it.
He is. So I'm looking forward to watching the rest of this tournament and talking about it with everybody. Actually, we'll have the recap on Sunday, which is kind of nice.
That's gonna be
over
sick
by the time Horseshoe starts. So
yeah,
that's dope.
Love the Horseshoe. You bringing any bodies?
We'll talk about it possibly.
Okay.
See.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
Jay,
of course, Jay.
Well, I mean, where was he today?
Sleeping in, dude.
No, wait. The only reason I even said that is because you called him out earlier,
right.
So I just had to go
Don't
back
try
to
and put it on me now, dude. You're like, oh, you
Oh.
said it, so I was just saying, dude.
And I always get this wrong, Tony.
Uh-oh.
Do we have screen time today, or are we going next week with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Screen time, dude.
I know. I just didn't see it in the archives.
In the archives.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't happened yet, Brian.
All right. 12 Eastern.
Noon. Yeah.
Okay.
Jay should be here like imminently.
I thought he's sleeping.
He was at 9
Okay.
o'clock, but now, I mean, he said, I was like, oh, screen time?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We really should be watching the show right now.
What do we have coming up on screen time?
Blue Beetle trailer. We're going to be talking about some of the numbers that so far that Oppenheimer and Barbie has grossed, because it's a big weekend. Probably, honestly, the biggest like movie weekend of the entire summer. I don't know if you've heard, Brian, but the Oppenheimer.
I heard
movie
Barbie's
are
very like sexist towards men.
Really?
Yeah, it's all like bashing men.
And not to bash Barbie. I don't know
Sadly.
anything about it.
Mhm.
I've seen just a quick things, but it's like, why does anybody want to watch that? I just would like to know. Like, what does that do?
Well,
For everybody?
I'm going for screen time.
But I'm saying that aside, just as like, what are you getting out of it? We
And
all
hang
know
out
what a
with Jay and
freaking
Tony.
Barbie doll is.
Jay and
Why do
Tony.
we need to watch a movie about it? I don't get it.
I know.
Brian, you don't like movies in general.
But I'm saying that specifically, what story is there to tell, Renee?
Like, think about Toy Story. Why
Well,
do
yeah,
you-
I'm not 5 years old. Like, I don't get.
That movie's
Tony
really
loves
good,
Toy
dude.
Story.
Yeah, it's one of
You're
the best
wrong
movies
person.
ever, bro.
Tony's favorite movie.
One of
Toy
the best
Story.
movies ever. Came out in the best year ever, too.
No, I liked it when I was 5. I'm serious. But it's just at this point in my life, I guess it's just a nostalgic thing for some
Yeah.
people.
Well, and like people like Tony, like actually like enjoy the movie.
It's a good movie. All of them are
Wait, so
good.
you don't enjoy it?
No, I didn't say that. I do enjoy it.
But could you actually get through, like, let's say, watch all the Toy Story movies today? Could you actually focus?
Well, not all of them, because there's some that are just like, gosh.
But really, so not you're kind of like you don't really want to watch it at the end of the day, Michael. No, right or no?
Come on, dude. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I know
dude?
you're worried about Tony getting tight. But you do not want to watch Toy Story.
Listen. Brian tries to push people around to get the answer he wants.
3,
all right.
I could do.
But you'd be
with Tony.
excited, engaged, paying attention, not on your phone.
I mean, when
being able
is
to
Michael
watch.
excited and
Yeah,
engaged
yeah,
and not
yeah.
on his phone?
on this show? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
I am. I always tune into this show. I love it.
No, but come on, Tony. Are you? I'm all over the place here. But so, did you say? Are you seeing Barbie or no?
Yes,
We're seeing both.
Yes.
When?
Like we got to figure it out this weekend. Somehow we got to find time.
Jay and Tony are in charge of that.
Yeah, as long as Michael.
But
doesn't
you're
do it.
juiced up for Barbie, Tony.
Yeah, of course.
But dead serious,
Dead serious.
Michael.
Juiced up? No, you know what? I'm excited for Oppenheimer to prove how it's overrated.
Okay. What about Barbie? Like, where do you stand there?
Now that I saw the reviews about how it's like really woke,
You
and
don't wanna
I'm
watch
just
it.
So it's gonna be a
Yeah.
good nap.
Yeah, it is gonna be a nap. But yeah, I don't know.
I love going to the movies though. I am a movie
Right.
goer. I love hanging out with Tony and Jay. It's a whole fun process.
So all I would say is I warn, all the
just looking at
producers,
me.
movie makers out there, better step up your game because otherwise all the movies are gonna come here and you guys are gonna be out of business. So because your ideas suck, the product sucks. All right. So tune into Screen Time,
Step it up.
12 Eastern.
Yeah, noon.
Tony's tight.
No, dude.
Last thing on the way out here.
What do you got, dude?
Give it to me straight, both series. What's happening? Not what we want, but what you think.
What I actually think, I think Yankees sweep, Mets 2 out of 3.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll work nice. I'm gonna say I agree. And it's not because I don't think the Mets are capable of sweeping. That park is just difficult. Like I just
Yeah.
feel like a 1-run lead late, you're sweating it out. It's
Yeah.
it's never easy. It's never 1, 2,
Never.
3.
No, never.
So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, once again, what a week. Really appreciate everybody tuning in, commenting, liking, subscribing, calling. Lonnie, the company, Josh,
Shout out to the
Kev,
company.
Shout out to the company. You guys are the best. As well as all the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Costume, the merch at downtimetv.com. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, enjoy Screen Time. Let's go Yankees
Let's go,
and
Mets.
Mets. And we will see you on Sunday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.